the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense who will have the football first. Dante Moore, last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. On the ground, it's Hill. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Going over the top. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Searching for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Wolverines offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And let's take a look at this dynamic young guy, Andrew Marsh. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't have mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Biletnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. Running inside, it's Davison.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Finds his man, it's Stewart. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Dante Moore fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense putting points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Here's Moore to throw. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Came up just inches short on 1st down. Now just a few links to go here on 2nd. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The run inside. It's Griffin. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the 1st quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the
deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Driven back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go play action. Bryce Underwood finds the tight end. Drills him with the stiff arm. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Davison.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Dante Moore wants to throw again. He wants to go deep. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Motion from the back. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore rushes on, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Here we go, ready.
Straight ahead, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Moore to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Caught behind the line. It's Buchanan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 2nd and long here. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Throwing, Underwood. Caught. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Kick is in the air. On the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, it's Davison.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Throwing Moore. Nice way to knock that one down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Comes down, it's hooked. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Makes the grab. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Moore to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Stewart. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 3 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Razorbacks coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham at the half. They have to make some decisions here to start this second half. Their star running back getting his first start, he's young, and he has not run the ball well. They're trailing in this game, and they will have to decide how much they can rely on him here in the second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. Makes a man miss. Enough to move the chains. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Quarterback will keep it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Underwood to throw. Thrust that arm out. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Out wide right, it's Marshall. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They're all over it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Left side is Davison. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Davison. Still running at the 40. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. Rides to the back. He's got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Stewart. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marsh. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The short hands. It's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Left side is Stewart. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Moore to throw. He's going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Moore will throw. Spits it out to the back. Hauls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hits inside. It's Davison. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This was a huge matchup coming into the week. Really didn't expect it to be put away quite so soon. And you have to wonder, as we look at the scoreboard, the impact this will have on the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might as well run him again. Turning it on! They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running inside, it's Davison. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Right side, it's Marshall. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Underwood. Complete.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Out wide right, it's Hansen. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. Turns up, it's Buchanan. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Here's Underwood. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So going for it on fourth down is one thing, quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Backs got it on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
2nd and long here. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the big fella. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Marshall. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here as the offense gets ready to run out the clock. Take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pass to 6. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing more. Turns it upfield. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Out wide left, it's Moore. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. run inside. It's Davison. There he goes. Good, solid pick. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They give it back to him. Could be an alley. Got the first down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Second down to the air. Zings it complete to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Out wide right, it's Hansen. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing, Underwood. Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing